Hey, Greg Moulton here from Matrix Emotion Fitness Studios. Just wanted to take on our next step with our squat video from what we put out last week. Hope you guys understood it, that it made sense. Just kind of checking your ranges, making sure you're not going beyond what your body can handle and tolerate. But one thing just to make note of for this week is the fact that your stance positioning and where you position your feet can change absolutely everything within your squat in terms of what muscles are being biased and how that overall motion occurs. The traditional sense is that you keep your feet kind of in line with your shoulders, toes pointed forwards. As you squat down, you don't let your knees go forwards over top of your toes, or you're making sure that everything is nice and lined up. But you also got to realize that if you've got a lower leg that's quite long, your tibia, the leg length within your tibia, that's going to change how your knee falls over top of your toes. If you've got longer femurs or shorter femurs, that'll alter how that all is placed. So with that in mind, you can vary your stance. You can go into a wider stance. You can stick yourself narrower, and every inch of motion that you move, you're creating a brand new exercise. So think just with one thought. I'm assuming you guys all know about you're driving, you've got your car, and if if you put on a fresh set of tires um, and you're driving for whatever your 10,000 kilometers or whatever kind of the recommended is in order to rotate your tires. You switch your tires up, you put the front to the back to the front, switch sides, whatever the case might be. The purpose of that is to increase the life of those tires. The wear patterns are being worn evenly and distributed more evenly, so that those tires last you that much longer and you don't have to buy new ones. Same thing comes with your joints when you're squatting, or frankly when you're doing any exercise. If you're not varying your positions, you're just wearing out those joints, the joint capsule and the cartilage are surrounding that joint a lot quicker than what you could be. So if you're always squatting in the exact same position, you got to think, okay, well, what is this doing to my joints? What am I affecting myself here? How am I affecting myself here? So make sure that you're varying those positions. You're widening your stance. You're bringing yourself in narrower. And again, as you go wider, you're going to be biasing a brand new set of muscles that aren't quite used to that positioning, and strengthening your muscles through various positions, just to give yourself an overall strengthening and benefit from that squat. So again, just because a magazine or something says squat this way, it's not the only way to do it. You have to think about what your body is capable of, because what they say in a magazine, you got to think, well, who are they talking about? Because if they're talking about everyone, they're really talking about nobody. And we got to make sure that the squats that you do are designed and specifically for you and what your body can handle. So play around with that a little bit, vary your squat positioning, your stance a little bit. You'll notice the muscles are going to be working a little bit differently. How you go through it is going to be a little bit different. Play around with that a little bit. If you've got questions, let me know. I'll be more than happy to help, and we can kind of break it down a little bit more. Anyways, this is your next exercise or video of the week, kind of more of a tip on this one. Hopefully it works out well for you guys. You have a good week with your squats, and I'll coming at you again next week with something different. Have a great week.